Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your July 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Aries, I'm hearing here multi-dimensional business model, multi-dimensional business model. Of course, please take that as it resonates. But what this could mean for you when it does show up in business terms is a lot of you are hitting tiers on many different levels. You may be going in deeper in certain aspects of your career. You're able to see things from a wider perspective. I really like this energy showing up, and the cards coming in are beautiful. You have the book card, you have the tree, which is like the 10 of Pentacles for me when this comes up. And then we also have the feather. So for a lot of you, you may have been doing some research. There could have been a business model or a business plan. For others of you, you may have been going back to school, gaining a new certification. There could have been a new business contract or even a soul contract that you have made to have a new human experience within your career sector. This is you learning as you go. You may not know how something is going to turn out, but you know that that's the direction you should be going. And that's what I feel here. There's clarity coming in. For those of you that have felt a little bit of indecisiveness or you weren't sure if something was going to work out, I feel like there's physical evidence of your gains paying off or hard work paying off here in the month of July. Now, this is about contracts. There could have been contracts that you've recently signed because this is in the past position, but it's something that you may still be wrapping up. I'm also getting here looking into flights. So some of you may be doing research. I'm getting data analysis as well. There's something here with diving in deeper for a lot of you. So something that was either undiscovered or you weren't quite sure, you're looking into it more, which I really love because knowledge is power, of course. And you have here the book card. Some of you may be writing a book, writing a memoir. Maybe you're taking a class on education, on law. For some of you, there could have been a situation within the legal system or within a governing agency or the law here that you may have been dealing with when it comes to your career. But this is a very powerful energy. And I'm getting here positive or fair results. If you were dealing with any sort of settlements or anything of that nature, any unethical practices I'm getting as well. Some of you may have filed, this is very specific, please take it as it resonates. You may have filed a complaint with HR, or there could have been a situation where you were treated unfairly. I feel like you're taking the next step, and the more that you equip yourself with that knowledge, the better off you will be. Of course, there's professionals to help with this, but I feel you doing your research and your due diligence as well on the back end. It could be you even bringing in helpful people. Maybe you're researching the best workplace, the best energy, environment, location, but you're doing the work here, and I love this for you because it's going to pay off. Now, in the present month of July, you have the tree. This is financial growth, Aries, things coming to fruition. It is about abundance. Some of you may even be working outside a little bit more, even if it's just taking your lunch break or your laptop outside to do a little bit of work. You may even be traveling more in the month of July. You may be getting out there and meeting people because I just heard networking, and it could be that you are networking at an outdoor event as well. This could be family business, but it's creating more stability for yourself. And with the family energy, this is that, again, 10 of Pentacles, legacy, right? You wanting to be able to bring in that financial security for yourself, for your family, and for those around you. So things are certainly coming to fruition here in the month of July, but you still have a long ways to go, I'm hearing, but it's going to be worth it. And it could be that you are integrating into a new energy that's going to sustain until retirement and some is what I heard here. So if a lot of you are thinking about doing something new that has to do with whatever you're researching or looking into at this time or that you have in the recent past, I'm getting sustainability. Now, in the future, you do have the feather card showing up. The feather card is about abundance, which you have showing up here on both of these cards, the word abundance. So beautiful. There's going to be a lot of synchronicities in the month of July as well. Being at the right place at the right time. Money seeming to flow is as if it shows up out of nowhere. Of course, it may not be the case. I mean, some of you may find maybe $10 or $50 or whatever your currency is. You may find some money in a pocket that you forgot about or in a wallet or a purse. There could be bonuses, extra tips, extra incentives. This could also be promotions. It could be increases. Some of you are paying off bills to leave you with a little bit extra. So this is divine intervention here at play. Even being in the right place at the right time where you are looking for that additional resource and boom, it happens to show up there. It's because you've set things in motion here, Aries, and I feel like this is something you'll see physical evidence of. Now, you have travel showing up here. This may be air related. Some of you may be in the airline or hospitality or Airbnb business here. This can be about if things were undecided, I feel like there's more clarity, and we picked up on that here in the beginning. So again, you have this energy of light work, but there could be a choice to make. So we may see some choice cards showing up in your reading. There's a little bit of a back and forth, but I feel like it's a good opportunity. So it's not, it's not that you have to choose this one because this is, bad or good. It's more of which is the better of the two goods. So again, I feel like there's two positive options or two choices coming in here that are both going to be beneficial, but you may be doing your research and saying, okay, which one will actually be better? For those of you that have come to this reading, maybe unemployed, there could be two options coming in. You know how when that ball gets rolling or things get set in motion, you start to get more opportunities and things seem to pick up, or everybody contacts you at once. That's kind of what I'm feeling here for you. So let's dive into your reading and take a look at the overall energy, the main energy for the month of July. What do we have here? There's that death card. I love this because a lot of you have been undergoing a major transformation when it does come to your career, your finances, your wealth, your income. This is about you having a necessary ending. Now, it doesn't mean a job ending for some of you, absolutely, but it could be an energetic ending to the way things were. Perhaps you were living in that lower frequency of poverty consciousness or lack of. Maybe you were resisting some sort of change that was inevitable, that was showing up to actually benefit and alter your world in a new way, right? That new human experience when it comes to career or wealth. So the death card showing up here is saying it's okay to have these endings. Don't resist them, right? Just like that butterfly feeling stuck in that cocoon. It may think that its life is over, but really it's just flexing. It's flexing to get ready for those wings to go out there and fly. And that's what I feel like you are doing here as well. So this death card is about spiritual growth, Aries. It is about rebirth. Some of you, there is a very powerful, powerful ending that you've either overcome, not so much overcome, that you may still be feeling the energies of if this has already happened, or this is the month for you to make radical shifts in your career. And this is powerful for you as well. All right, let's take a look and see. Let's clarify the death a little bit further. We're just going to take a look here. What do we want to use? Okay, we're going to use the Muse here. And for those of you that are interested in any of the decks used, you can find all of that information in the description box below. Spirit, please clarify the death. Queen of Emotions, Queen of Cups. I love this energy here for you because a lot of you want a career path that is going to be enriching and fulfilling and obviously be financially compensated for your work. I'm getting here, some of you may be nurturers, caregivers, tarot readers. You may be in the caring profession because it's something that you love to do, you enjoy it, and it could be beneficial to others or emotionally benefiting you as well, because I'm getting you are learning as you go, right? It's like It's like healing. A lot of times, I learn so much about all of you. I learn as I'm putting these readings out there, maybe sometimes even more so than you guys. So it's learning and growing along the way. And I do feel like that's been happening. So whatever you're putting out there, you're learning and growing at this time. With the books card, Queen of Cups, you give great advice, Aries. So some of you are extremely supportive. You may take this to the next level in your career by maybe coaching, mentoring, spiritually teaching others as well. You could be launching a new idea. I'm getting inventive energy for you as well. So maybe reinventing yourself from the inside out, and you maybe sharing it with the rest of the world. I'm getting world energy, so it wouldn't surprise me to see that showing up here for you as well. But this is going to affect you deeply on an emotional level in a positive new light, because some of you, a lot of you, are highly empathic. You may be a healer. This could be about bringing more compassion to the mix, because there may have been a point in your career where you took a lot of things personally, right? You may have taken things personally. You may have been over emotional about situations, or maybe you just needed to learn how to fill your own cup first, Aries. And that's what I feel like you're doing. You're reinventing yourself by choosing things that are satisfying to you. Now, you may have been burdened. Other people may have added to your pile, right? They may have said, Aries, we know you're good at this. We're just going to throw, a million more things at you for you to continue doing. And you may have had a difficult time saying no in the past, but I feel like you are setting healthy boundaries. Aries, I feel like you are taking a deep look within. And a lot of you are ending some sort of cycle, pattern, or repetitiveness that you wanted to get out of, right? You wanted to get off that hamster wheel. Now you're trusting your heart to lead the way, and you're using your brilliant mind as well to navigate. So both heart and mind are in the mix here, but I do feel like you are moving towards a brand new beginning that's more emotionally fulfilling. So let's take a look at the challenge for the month of July and how we can help you move past it. So right away, I love this new deck here, we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, this is what you're moving past. Something that may have been difficult for you, Aries. And that's why you have the Death card showing up. Because some of you, there was a situation that you felt betrayed is what I sense here. This could have been by a coworker, by a boss. It could have felt unethical, or again, you may have had to go to HR. It could have been recovering from financial loss as well with this Three of Swords. For some of you, this is feeling rejected, right? Maybe you've put out resume after resume after resume, or gone to the boss to talk about a raise or a promotion, but at every turn of the way, it felt like you were rejected, and rejection is redirection towards bigger and better. So I do feel here that some of you did learn some very valuable lessons around friendship, around compassion, around opening up that heart. And also one of the four agreements, not taking things so personally that we just talked about with that Queen of Cups. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that what someone did to you was okay. That's not what it means by any means, but it means that there's some sort of forgiveness, or there's some sort of growth. And I feel like you've learned a very valuable lesson where you're not going to have to repeat that, or you'll be able to see something before it happens. Because the Three of Swords in your challenge, you're still overcoming it, but I do like that it's the challenge. I'd much rather see it in reverse, because I feel like you're releasing, letting it go. You are either mending a situation within your own self. There could be here reconciliation or an apology as well. But with the Death card, I feel like that old energy is something you'll never go back to, which is great. So let's clarify and take a look at this Three of Swords a little bit further. What do we have? We won't clarify every single one of the cards, but the ones that are maybe major arcanas or a little bit more intense. We have the High Priestess. So there could be something that you may have had a feeling about. Your intuition may have been guiding you and letting you know something felt a little bit off. But I do feel with this High Priestess, someone around you may have had a hidden agenda. Maybe you weren't sure about it. Maybe you didn't know that this person had a hidden agenda. And you may be beating yourself up as well. For those of you that are thinking, well, how come my intuition didn't let me know prior? How come I didn't pay attention to those flags? Or why did this person have a hidden agenda when I've only done great things for this company, for this person, for whatever it may have been? But I do feel here that you have your hand up. So there's this receiving energy with this high priestess. This is about you receiving divine guidance and learning valuable things along the way, and knowing that, yes, you can trust yourself. Don't second guess is what spirit is saying here, because the high priestess showing up to clarify is saying that you've actually gained more inner wisdom and insight because of any wrongdoings or mistruths or hidden intentions that have happened prior. All right, let's take a look here and see what's below you. What's the foundation? I feel like below you, you are built on strength. I'm getting 7 and 9 of wands. You're built on strength. You're built on determination, loyalty. I mean, some of you, not all of you, I'm not calling anyone out here, but you may have felt like maybe it was you that had the hidden agenda, and someone may have called you out on it, or there was just a situation where it may have felt like it backfired for whatever reason. Please take that as it resonates. Roles can be reversed. Now, 5 of coins showing up here. This is the 5 of pentacles. Wow, this is a very powerful imagery. I'm absolutely loving this deck here. But you take a look at this 5 of coins, and it looks like a tornado or a hurricane or something came in and completely shifted his world. So I do feel for a lot of you, this could absolutely be some sort of destruction. Maybe you've had to file for bankruptcy. This is hard misfortune, but it does talk about recovering stability. And that's where I feel like you are at. And that's the beauty of what I feel intuitively coming in for July, because a lot of you are financially recovering from some sort of setback, whether it was minor or whether it was a major hurricane that came in, right? And it could be symbolic, right? It doesn't have to be an actual hurricane. But some of you have lost everything is what I feel here. Some of you have lost your physical. Some of you felt like you've lost your pride, your dignity, your integrity. But this is something that you may have gone through to gain that insight, right? To gain that wisdom with that high priestess. And as difficult and challenging as that can be sometimes, I feel like you are making a recovery here for the better. Now, the 5 of coins can be about money or health issues, whether again, it's bankruptcy, poverty conscious mindset. Some of you had to take care of a loved one, an illness. You yourself may have had a mental, physical, spiritual breakdown is kind of what I'm getting here, where you've had to go through this death energy and you've had to start again, reinvent yourself from the inside out, find yourself again, pick up those pieces. Very powerful energy. But you, if anyone can do it, Aries, you can, because you are, you're very determined. You are a trendsetter, a trailblazer. I feel like you have the power here to overcome any misfortunes or any setbacks. Let's take a look at the recent past. What's going on in the recent past that still may be affecting your career or your financial state? What's happening in the past? King of Wands. I love this though. The King of Wands is someone who's not afraid to put in that work, right? They're not afraid to wear that cape. And that's you, Aries. You're not afraid to wear that cape and become that superhero that you absolutely are. This is about you being dependable and goal-oriented, but some of you may have been dealing with an overbearing boss or someone in your world, or maybe you yourself at times felt like you couldn't bear another moment, right? Your goals, they may have felt a little bit further out of reach in the recent past, but the King of Wands says, you are stepping up to the plate here. You're saying, yes, I went through some sort of hardship with the 5 of coins. But when this King of Wands shows up, he takes charge of his destiny. Sometimes it may feel like you lose your bearing here, but look at that. He has that cape on. He's looking over the city. He takes charge. He's being passionate, goal-oriented, very driven. And I do feel here that you are a natural born leader, right? You are very successful in your line of work. Even though there's been some sort of setback, your skills, your talents, people admire you. Even if you're unemployed at this time, or if you are in between some sort of a crux or a change with this death energy, I feel like a lot of you, your skills are admirable, and other people look up to what it is that you have to offer, what it is that you have to say. If you've been through this loss, you're going to get back on your feet in no time. For those of you that are entrepreneurs or business owners, you've had some really wonderful ideas, but I am getting that you felt stuck in a little bit of a phase, whether it was due to COVID, whether it was due to some sort of financial setbacks, whatever this may have been for you. Maybe the timing was off. Maybe you had to raise children. Maybe you took care of an elderly parent, or you're going back to school, right? We always have something here. The King of Wands is the natural born, entrepreneur of the deck. So whether you are opening up your own business or planning to here, or you are becoming CEO or lead manager or head nurse, whatever this may be here for you, Aries, I feel like you're stepping into your superpower here. So you're really embracing that superpower within. I love this. So let's dive into the potential. Let's take a look at what's above you, what you're looking at bringing in. What do we have here for Aries here, please? What do we have for Aries for July? 10 of coins. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this confirmation here. You have the tree showing up in July, and that is the tree right there. And they look pretty similar. I love this 10 of Pentacles showing up here because a lot of you are bringing in everlasting security, right? Because yes, there may have been an underlying instability, and it's interesting to note underlying instability. 5 and 5 equals 10. So yeah, it clarifies that there was something that came in and kind of pulled you off course for a little bit, but you're getting your bearings back on track here, and I feel like you're heading in a positive new direction. The 10 of Coins is a beautiful card to have in any reading, but especially a career reading. So Aries, this does mean here that there is lasting security, something that could lead you into retirement. We talked about that in the beginning here. This can be something that pays off in big, abundant ways. This is you leaving that legacy behind because, again, your skills, your gifts, your talents are very admirable. And I feel like even years and possibly decades and maybe even centuries, something that you are doing now is going to be remembered. It's going to go down in history either by many millions, possibly it could be by your family line, your heritage here, but they're going to look back and say, wow, look what Aries did. Aries did that. They set that turning point, right? They were able to do this and go above and beyond. We can do that. So you're leaving a legacy behind for those that you love and those that you are helping. The 10 of Pentacles here is about financial security, wealth, long-term goals, which I love because you have the King of Wands. What goals you are setting here in the recent past, they're long-term and they're going to pay off in exponential ways. I'm getting here that word again, multidimensional. So some of you, it's almost as if you are quantum leaping in the month of July, where maybe a goal that you thought you were actually at maybe a level or a tier 1 out of, let's say, 3 tiers, right? Perhaps you thought you were only at a level 1. You're going to realize, whoa, I'm really at that 3. Maybe it's the lower end of the tier 3, but you've leaped. There's leaps happening here. There's change and there's a lot of prosperity and growth. So keep on going here, Aries, because this is something that's going to pay off in bigger ways. Now, let's take a look at what's showing up here in the near future. What do we have, please, for Aries in the near future? They're giving me their initials here, JB. JB. Now, that could be someone's initials. Maybe it's a company name. Maybe it's a street name. Please take it as it resonates. JB. I mean, is that a mortgage company? JB. I'm not quite sure. Maybe this is someone that you are aligning with in the future. Oh, wow. Look at this, Aries. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune is about a lucky twist of fate. And hello, Feather card, divine intervention. So this is a lucky twist of fate, but you're creating your own luck, right? And you can see here the compass on this card. This is about you following your true north, Aries, because yes, there may have been unforeseen challenges in the past, but now the wheel is spinning here in your favor. Wow, this is just a beautiful, beautiful energy. You coming from loss, right? Coming from some sort of destruction. For some of you, it could be coming from rags to riches. I love that here. For others of you, There's something you're paying off that you've possibly been maybe paying off for quite some time, or a long-term goal that you've had. Maybe you've always wanted to become a business owner. Maybe you've wanted to retire. Perhaps you've wanted to leave a company and go in a new direction. Maybe you've wanted to buy a home on the coast and work remotely. Maybe you've wanted to open up a hemp farm and live on the land, right? Homestead, and just sell remotely. Whatever it is that you've dreamt of, Aries, this is something you can absolutely, without a doubt, manifest. Because look at, you have here justice on your side here. Yes, there may have felt like karma, but I do feel for a lot of you, that wheel is spinning because you've put out good work. You are admirable, and you've been putting in the good work into the universe, into others. Sometimes it's more difficult too for ourselves, right? But I do feel like your hard work is paying off. That wheel is spinning here. The justice is coming in, saying if you've dealt with any, again, unethical practices, immoral energies, if you felt imbalanced or lost yourself for a bit, those balance scales are starting to come back into balance here. Some of you may have been, again, dealing with the legal system, the law, because you have here the law showing up in the past energy. There could be something in the month of July that is part of your soul purpose, your soul lesson. And if that's the case, I do feel some sort of positive news or fair settlement. And that's what we received in the beginning of your reading. And that's what I feel here now with the justice as well. Some of you may be in criminal justice. You may be dealing with the legal system. You may be working in the courts. You may be a lawyer. For others of you, you're fighting for a cause. Thank you, Spirit. Fighting for a cause. And because you're fighting for a cause, it's going to pay off here. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Aries, it's going to be a powerful month. Hop on board. You already are on board, I feel. You've already paid your ticket at the train station. You've already jumped on that train. You found your seat. And now I feel like you're finding good company and you're just enjoying the ride at this time. Let's take a look at how you are feeling. What's going on with your energy? This is all about you. Eight of Swords, finally getting out of your own way. And I don't mean to call you out here, but a lot of you are returning your sense of confidence, right? Because something may have been knocked off kilter. But this is about no longer self-doubting yourself. And for those of you that are still in that energy of self-doubt, it's time to return to your confident self, right? King of Wands, this is you, Aries. King of Wands energy, king or queen, it doesn't matter if you're female or male. But I do feel this is that masculine side of fire that is the go-getter, the goal-oriented one that has that confidence and that strength that people admire about you. So if you felt stuck with this Eight of Swords, if you felt trapped or restricted or helpless, this is about opening your eyes to the truth. And the truth is that you are your own damn superhero. So it's time to get on board, right? This is about you knowing that you can confidently move forward because you absolutely can. Sometimes we are the ones that get in our own way. It's our own mental mind replaying a story that maybe something happened in the past, but that's past energy. And when we focus on the past, we take away from the present. And the present truly is the gift. And I feel like you're regaining that sense of confidence back. All right, let's pull a card to see how we can help you do that. How can we help you do that? For those of you that still feel a little bit stuck with self-doubt, that there really is good happening here for you. And hopefully after this reading, you'll know, because this, wow, 10 of Coins, Wheel of Fortune, this is abundance manifesting. And now you have the Star. I mean, you can't make this up here. You have the universe on your side, right? Because you've been doing the work here. And even though it seems like you've taken 10 steps back at times, some of you, yes, I mean, you're never going to forget this Five of Coins, right? This is in the deep, deep past. Something totally came in and disrupted your financial stability, whatever that may have been for you. So it's not that you have to forget, but we don't have to go back and relive that energy. That's something that happened for you, for your growth, for your evolution, for you to become stronger, right? And now you can heal from it. The Star card is all about inspiration, hope, positivity, and healing. Financial healing. Don't give up on those dreams. Stay confident within those goals because they're going to pay off in big, big ways. Beautiful. So let's take a look here and see what's showing up in the environment. What's going on around you? Now remember, the only thing that we can control is our own response, our own action to things happening. And we have the Six of Cups. Beautiful. Now the Six of Cups can be replaying that old story though at times. Look at that. There is the old, what are those? Proofs or old photos of, the cameras. But back in the day before we had a camera at our fingertips at all times here, this is those proofs. And I feel like there could be something at times that you feel like you're reliving. But this is about cherishing those memories. Don't get lost in the past. Cherish the things that you still have. Okay, because the Six of Cups can be the card of nostalgia. We may say, remember when that time was good and we had that and that. That's okay. That's okay to remember and cherish those memories, but don't allow the flip side of the Six of Cups to show up for you. And that flip side is, it could be buying affection or friendships. It can be romanticizing situations that may no longer exist. Maybe you say, well, I should have stayed in that company because A, B, or C. Well, if you left because your mental health was suffering or someone did you dirty or did you wrong, would you want to go back to that energy? Probably not. So don't let the mind talk you into things or out of things just because of, for whatever reason, boredom or, again, Eight of Swords. This is about cherishing what you have right in front of you. And that's what's going on. And I feel like other people also, there's some sort of congratulations or celebratory energy, Aries, with this cherished memories. You could be hitting some sort of milestone. Let me just take a look here at the Six of Cups. Six of Cups can be a second chance. It can be about reconnecting to the good old days as well. So for some of you, if you take a look back on your childhood, what is it that you've always wanted to become? What are those childhood dreams? They may be starting to show up for you, but in a different way than maybe you expected, but it could be even more beautiful and more amazing. So don't live too far into the past not believing something is possible, right? Because the word itself, impossible, spells I'm possible. What do we have here for Aries? 6 and 6. I love it. When you get double sixes, you have the Six of Pentacles here, Six of Cups. This is reciprocity. It is equal give and take. So when you have this six show up, this is about problem solving, finding solutions to any challenges through harmony, through responsibility, and through loyalty. This is about you stepping into a new energy frequency that's based on reciprocity, right? You being able to get that job that you've been wanting, head in that career path. This is going to pay off. For some of you, you had to wrap up a cycle. Maybe you had to get a degree or you had to get a certification. Perhaps you put a lot of work into putting your resume out there and it just felt like you were endlessly spinning your wheels, right? That's about to change. Wheel of Fortune says you're hopping on board that train and there's something that you are heading towards and that train's not stopping, right? That train is unstoppable. So I'm loving this for you here. And I feel that there could be something that maybe you did put on hold a while ago. I'm getting here, it could have even been 6 months ago or 6 years ago, or this could be something around the age of 6 years old. But I do feel that if you put it on hold, but it's still showing up emotionally for you, Aries, this is something that's going to pay off, right? Again, fair settlements, balance. So let's take a look at your hopes and fears. What are your hopes, Aries? What are your fears when it comes to career, wealth, and money? What do we have for Aries? 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Coins. Well, who doesn't want extreme, prosperous victory, right? That's what you want. You want to be prosperous. You want to have that individual achievement. You want to be able to create a life that you love and that you are proud of. Financially set and secure, emotionally. You're feeling good about what it is that you're offering of service to the universe and to the world and those around you. The fear here is unfulfilled achievement, right? Unfulfilled achievement. Aries, you are a strong, determined goal getter, right? The only way that we would not achieve our fullest potential is if you let self-doubt, 8 of Swords, if you let self-doubt blindfold you, right? You have everything you need to achieve those dreams and some. So very important message here coming in for a lot of you. you're going to manifest those dreams, right? Six of Cups, whatever it is that you've been wanting, thinking about, dreaming about for forever now. This is something that you have every single resource on your side, spiritually, mentally, physically. It may not feel at times like you have the financial backing, but I'm getting that you do. And that could be what you're looking into. Maybe it's some sort of grants or loans or financial backing, maybe working with a professional. This could be whatever this may be, but it's absolutely going to help you on this path towards abundance and bliss, whatever that means for you. All right, let's take a look at the final outcome. What's the final outcome for Aries in the month of July 2023? Regardless of final outcome here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm getting Temperance showing up here. Oh, I love this though, but I am sensing Temperance. So because I'm getting Temperance here, I'm going to just explain that for a moment. There's something that you've had to be patient about, Aries. There's something that you've had to maybe compromise. I'm getting here that you're regaining your sense of self-control and you're thinking before you react. Where maybe in the past, this could be past 20 years ago, right? We always grow, we always evolve. But I am getting here that you're using your brilliant mind and you're using your heart and they're flowing together to create this sense of fulfillment and financial abundance. So I just had to point that out. Your patience is being rewarded here. So pat yourself on the back. Your final outcome is the Queen of Wands. Powerful energy. Look at this. There's a partnership here. You are coming into alignment with the law of attraction, with the perfect, I don't want to say perfect because nothing really, I don't want to say nothing is perfect, but it's perfect for your situation. It's perfect for where you need to be on your soul's journey at this time. So divine perfection, right? This can be a company. It can be a corporation, a business. It can be connecting with the right patients, the right clients. This is a perfect match, right? It's energetic match showing up. When the Queen of Wands shows up, this is you being confident. This is you being ambitious, assertive, goal-oriented. For a lot of you, this is coming into balance with your own masculine and feminine energies, right? It is allowing you to be able to go off and explore, receive the blessings, but also be able to take action. That's reciprocity. That's that Six of Pentacles that we see showing up in the environment. Okay, so what a beautiful reading here for you. You're staying confident and interestingly enough, right? You're feeling like you are returning to your confidence. It literally says returning to confidence after a time of self-doubt. And now you have confident ambition. So beautiful because you're not letting fearful yearnings get in the way any longer. That's why you have this death energy. You're letting go and releasing fear. You're stepping into your power here. You're feeling assertive in a positive way. And I'm getting a healthy dose of ego. And that's really a thing. Look it up. Healthy dose of ego. We can have healthy egos. We need egos here in the physical, but we can transform the way that we view ego. Okay, let's take a look here and get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have here for Aries? For the wisdom of the oracle, I will read to you the prosperity message from the guidebook. Aries, this is a wonderful reading. I'm loving this energy, loving the vibe. For those of you that have gone through, like I said, minor or major Five of Coins, this is beautiful. This is that moment that you wait, you dream about, and that sometimes when it shows up, there's a shock factor. You can't quite believe it. And maybe that's where that multi-dimensional energy is coming in. Some of you are working with multi-dimensional beings with that multi-dimensional energy. And a lot of you are seeing your own self shift right in front of your eyes. This is a really amazing, radical time. All right, what do we have here? Clean it up. Card 21. Card 21, remember what we said earlier in your reading, the world? This is the world energy, card 21, and it is about wrapping up this cycle. So there's still some loose ends here because you are going through that death energy. But the beautiful news is that you're going to clean things up that may have felt a little bit sticky, maybe even a little bit indecisive here. We have the choice showing up as well. So whatever you are tying up the loose ends on, I feel like that's what you're going to do for the first couple of weeks, possibly in the month of July. But there's also just this beautiful new energy coming in here. This is getting to the core of a situation. It is freedom from a burden. Cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home, or too much work, or you're just feeling a little overwhelmed, Aries? Time to clean house. Every item out of place matters, or excuse me, every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to unnecessary feelings of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. And you see these miracles lining up. This is wonderful. So when it comes to prosperity, it says simple things like opening your mail or paying bills or sorting out your timetable, maybe making lists and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign that you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no, because you'll prosper even more if you do, right? If you focus on what's a priority to you, what needs to be done now, instead of maybe taking on the weight of other people's burdens. Remember earlier we talked about other people throwing a lot of things at your desk, Aries, because you're good at it. And as they say, give a task to a busy person, they'll get it done. Yes, you are that superhero, but you also need to make sure you are staying with your own integrity, your own morals, and achieving your own goals, not just the goals of others. So really powerful here. I like the Clean It Up card. Let's take a look and get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Aries, I just ask, if you can, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And tune into that third eye center, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps this animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or one that you've come across in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Aries. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month and post right back here on this channel, all you need to do, Aries, is drop your power animals or animal in the comment section below. And I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so you don't miss that notification. All right, I'm loving your animals here, Aries. First off here, grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. Right? It's card 30. Now, some of you may be born on the 30th or the 14th. There could be a special number around 32 or 35. I'm getting here threes may show up in, is this a telephone number, or this could be an address? Now, it could be double or triple threes, maybe even quadruple threes. It could be 330. I'm getting 3307 as well. Maybe that's someone's number, or it could be a house number. Please take that as it resonates. But it's grasshopper encourages you to take that leap of faith. There's a new beginning here available, or a brand new transformative energy with that death card. So you are moving out of self-doubt into confidence. I love this. We have hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Pay attention. Some of you may start to see hawks more, whether this is in the great outdoors. Maybe you see a hawk being rescued on social media. There is a powerful energy around the hawk here, and a lot of you may start to see the synchronicities take place in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Next, we have chameleon. Act as if. Chameleons are very versatile. They're very adaptable. They can blend in with their environment. They act as if, right? So whatever it is that you are wanting, whatever these goals are, act as if these things are already manifesting in your world, right? That could be that multi-dimensional quantum leap. If you want to have a new car, right? Go to the car dealership and test drive the cars that you want. If you want to buy a new home, go walk into new homes. Act as if you live there, right? Or, well, maybe not as if you live there. You don't want to just make yourself cozy, but act as if these things are showing up for you, and bring in this energy of gratitude here, because you are so very blessed, Aries, so very blessed. So act as if you feel self-doubt, break in that confidence, right? Be confident, even if you feel like you have to fake it till you make it. I'm getting here that smile and that confidence, because deep down, it's not faking, right? Deep down, you are confident. Deep down, you are that spark. And it may just feel like you've lost that for a bit because of some situations that you've gone through, but act as if, and I feel like you're going to start to retrain yourself. You'll be able to tap into that superhero that you absolutely are. And last but not least, we have koala. Spirit has a plan for you. And sometimes that divine blueprint, that soul contract that we have, looks a little bit different sometimes than the contract that we force ourselves to have. We may stay in situations because we think it's best for us, right? But sometimes our higher selves, well, all the time, our higher selves, excuse me, and the spiritual blueprint, those plans may look a bit differently. And I feel for you, this is something magnificent. This is something loving. Koala, when you think of a koala here, at least when I do, even though they can have very sharp claws, right? Very loving, cuddling creatures. And that's that Queen of Cups energy. So know that Spirit has a plan, that you are supported, that you are loved unconditionally by the divine. And the divine wants only the best for you here. Beautiful. Now, last but not least, we're going to get a message from the crystal spirits, Aries, and see which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can work with in the month of July, to help you on your prosperous path. What do we have here? I mean, it's still June. If you're watching this in the month of June, you could certainly use it this month as well. Orange calcite. Beautiful. Orange calcite is your crystal. It's card 40. Some of you may be 40 years old. You may be in a life path year 4 or personal year 4 or a life path 4 as well. And the message here for you is all about creativity, the pleasure of birthing something new, and fulfillment. And the prosperity message is this. You are an artist in your own life, and your canvas is before you. What will you make with the time and money available to you? Today, your power to think outside of the box and put old patterns behind you is very strong. For Orange Calcite Spirit magnifies your creative abilities. Imagine how you might think differently about affluence, or how you might interact with your finances in new ways that are more beneficial to you. Do you need to learn to delegate work to others or pay someone else tasks that keep you from your true calling? Orange Calcite says that now is the time to be creative in how you translate all that is given to you into a life of meaning and purpose. Spend differently and reconsider how you use your time. Your creative approach to developing prosperity will serve you now. Beautiful. And that could be that learning, education, that book energy that showed up in the beginning of your reading here. Now, Orange Calcite is a firestone, which you are a fire sign. It's a firestone that fuels the second, which is the sacral, and the third, the solar plexus chakras. Unlike many firestones, it has a gently stimulating rather than overwhelming energy. It is excellent for overcoming shyness as well as depression. Meditate with Orange Calcite when you need courage. And remember, we talked about courage twice, because some of you may feel a little bit of self-doubt. But you're returning to that confidence, returning to courage. And that is your final outcome, right? Confident ambition instead of fearful yearning. This is something you are stepping into. And look at that. There's fire all around as well. So I love that calcite firestone is showing up as your crystal. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go out and purchase it, although if you'd like to, you certainly can. There is this energy that calcite brings, orange calcite brings, that you can meditate on, and you can call in and attract this energy, and it can help you overcome some of those feelings of self-doubt. So very powerful. You are very powerful. You are that superhero. It's time to put on your cape. It's been there all along. Remember that. So again, not just faking till you make it. You've been that superhero. You've had that. Some of you just maybe you had to fold up and put away that cape for a while because you had to take care of some responsibilities. But now is the time to take that great leap of faith, as Grasshopper reminds you. Thank you so much for tuning in, Aries. Beautiful reading. I loved tuning in here for you. If this resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. Please do drop your power animals in the comment box below. And if you are vibing with the energy of this channel, feel free to hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Aries, for being here. Lots of love.